Alright, I am back after waiting for maybe 3 minutes or something. And so I'm going to try popping out and then going back to the real world again and see if it might happen to be daytime this time. Honestly, I'm not sure how time passes in the two worlds, so I don't know if this will work or not. And it's still nighttime, although it looks like daybreak may be coming sooner. So what do I want to do? I don't see immediate threats, but it's also pretty dark. I think maybe I will dig a hole. Oh crap! Skeletons. I'm going to warp. I never thought about it. Can skeletons or bad guys, like, come through the Nether? I haven't ever read about that happening. But at the same time, I don't actually know. That time I did actually look at the time of day and saw that it was past the dead center of night and heading to morning. And so I'm going to try waiting for about another minute and a half, and I'm going to go back one more time. And if it's still the same time of day, then I will just cope with it and try to dig a hole and get some safety. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Alright, so I have waited another couple of minutes in the Nether, and at this point I am going to go into the real world and just face up to whatever is there. So wish me luck! Oh, crap! Crap! It's a skeleton on fire. I'm just gonna get out into the water. Alright, and I need to eat some food after the hits I just took from that. But indeed, time does pass. And I see other enemies dying. And Minecraft crashes. Oh dear. And I'm in the water. Okay, folks. This is one of the scariest moments of all for me. As you've seen many times, as I return to and from the Nether, Minecraft tends to crash, and I was escaping from a skeleton, and so I hopped into the water, and so things were okay, but then Minecraft crashed while I was in the water, and I don't know how long it's going to have taken the game to reset, and I'm worried that Minecraft might save it when I'm in a position where I'm going to drown. I have no idea. I haven't restarted the game yet. So let's wish me luck. And I'm going to start up the world, and let's see where we are. Okay, hooray. I did not drown. There are still skeletons around, apparently, who have not finished catching fire. And so I'm just going to walk. There's a spider. Okay, that skeleton looks like he's far enough away. This spider's going to bug me unless I go ahead and kill him. Look at all these mushrooms. I have never seen this many mushrooms, and I guess in the daytime, like, they die or something, and so that's why they're just sitting on the ground like this? I don't know. 11 mushrooms, that's crazy. Okay, so I'm back in the real world. The sun is rising. I want to go ahead and save my game again, now that things are in decent shape. And just double check. Okay, everything is saved. And so now, let's take a look. I want to put down a piece of cobblestone. Alright, and so this way is north, which means this way is south. And so if I'm facing exactly this way and I look at my compass, I can now see it actually pointed at an angle. And so that means I'm getting closer to my spawn point. And I still don't know exactly how close or how far I am. And so I don't know if I should spend some time in the real world, like walking around and see how much the compass might move, or what I should do. In any case, let's go ahead and put down some more torches around here. Near my portal. My portal actually came out now that I can see the daytime of the real world in a pretty decent place. Except for the fact that there's a number of trees around. But yeah, I think my plan for right now, since it's daybreak, is to do two things. One, to set up a house, just kind of like dug into the side here, so that I have a shelter for the night, and then I'm going to spend some time chopping down some trees and just making this area a little bit livable, and then possibly we'll do some exploring in the real world around here. And so that is my plan. I don't know that it will be very interesting for the next few minutes, and so I'll probably edit out a lot of the video, but that's what I'm going to be up to. Okay, so just to show off what I've done, my portal is right here, and a little ways away from it, so I wouldn't have to listen to it. I just hollowed out a nice little bedroom with a crafting table, and I put down some stuff in a chest. So that is kind of step one for making this place livable. And I will put out some more torches, and then we'll actually take a little bit of a look around the world here. Okay, folks, the sun is starting to go down, but as you can see, I've been just kind of cutting down all the trees that are right around the portal, because we know how Brian feels about trees. And so, since the sun is going down, I am going to retire down into my new little hidey-hole room that I have down here. I'm going to go to sleep for the night. I'm going to get up in the morning and do a little bit more tree pruning. Yeah, and then when I'm ready to take a look around the real world, I will bring you guys back in. But that is my plan. That's just a quick update. All right, it is a fresh morning. I have done a lot more chopping down trees, both around my portal and around my new house. And yeah, let's take a look. It's actually, I spent most of the day doing that. And so, let me, sorry, get the compass in my hand. You can see how much wood I've got and saplings at this point from all the tree cutting I've been doing. All right, and so it seems that home is that way. Sorry, my spawn point is that way. And so looking at this, yeah, south is this way, and home is about that way. My spawn point is that way. And so I don't know if I want to take some traveling time in the overworld to go that way and just get a sense of if I see anything that looks familiar. I don't know if I should... Actually, let's do this. I don't think this will help. I think I might still actually have a ways to go. But let's get a bit higher up into the sky and see if we see anything. So there's these crazy floating things that I don't recall seeing ever before. And yeah, over in this direction, I can't see anything in particular. And so, let's see. And how much daytime do I have left? The sun is already going to be setting soon. Okay, so here's my plan. I am going to rest here for the night. Then tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, I am going to wake up and I am going to set out on a walking expedition in this direction, and with the idea of basically kind of like going that way until high noon, and then getting up in the air and taking a look to see if I recognize where I am. And if not, we'll decide we need to do more traveling south through the Nether in order to warp far enough to bring me back near my spawn point. But if I do happen to see anything over there that I recognize, then that will be really happy because it'll mean I'm almost back to my spawn point. All right, it is morning time. I took a little bit of time briefly just to kill some pigs and get some extra food. But let's see, where are we? The sun is rising. There's my portal. I've got my compass on hand, and so apparently I want to go this way. And so let's go this way. Here's something I recognize, a cow, moo, and pigs. Hello, pig. I want to eat your pork chops. Hooray! All right, and so I am following the compass. And here's a big hill filled with trees. Hopefully there aren't any creepers around. Sun's been up for a little bit though, so I'm not too terribly worried. Alright, and what do I see over here? That's some interesting landscape, actually. Alright, I still want to head in this direction. Is it safe? Looks like I have steps down over here, and so let's do that. And yeah, I'm basically going to go directly in the direction that my compass is pointing, because that means if I want to get back to my temporary shelter and my portal, I'll go exactly the opposite direction. So heading away from where things are pointing. That's interesting. Alrighty, and so we are walking, and we're walking. And here's a bit of ocean. And so now, let's see, we're in the middle of the day. I think I'll be able to use a boat to actually travel faster, and so I actually am going to take a moment and set up a crafting table and make a boat. So I will set down a crafting table. I will make a boat. And we will hop in the boat and head in this general direction. Gonna go out here so that I can stay in the water, but this will allow us to cover a lot of ground pretty quickly. And I'm aware that I'm not going exactly in the direction of my compass, but I'm not going to travel too far in the boat. Just going to get a picture of where we are and see if I see anything that's familiar. Wow, there's like some big trees over there. Some little cave in the side, some kind of desert area. And the compass is kind of pointing this way, and so I'll go a little bit this way. How are we doing on time? It's still high noon. Because I still do not recognize any of this. My compass is still pointing in this direction. I'm going to hop out of the boat real quick just so we can get up onto higher ground, but I still don't recognize any of this. And I don't see any temporary shelters from anywhere I did when I was walking the first few times. Yeah, we seem to be in the middle of a desert here. Yeah, and the compass is still pointing pretty much south, I think. Let me drop out. Cobblestone. Yep, south is that way, and the compass is still pointing pretty south. So I think actually we do have a fair bit more travel to go. So, alright, that was informative. I'm going to head back in the boat, and I am going to sail back to my temporary shelter. And I think we're going to spend some more time in the Nether and keep on warping to the south. Alright, so I got back to my temporary home and the portal just as the sun is setting, and rather than stay here for the night, I guess I'll just go back through the Nether, because obviously I'm going to have to go back to through the Nether, back to the real world, mine some more obsidian in my obsidian farm, and then with that obsidian, continue further south through the Nether and build yet another portal. Yep, and I'm going to keep doing this, but eventually I will reach home. Or eventually I will reach my spawn point. So I will see you guys in a future episode. This is a good place to cut this off. So more and more travel. See you guys in a future episode. Thanks for watching.